A super crispy bread roll. These are one of my favorite snacks growing up, and credits to my Perima for this. I've taken about 8 potatoes which I've cut in half and I've boiled them. Now I'm going to go ahead and peel it while it's still warm so that it's easy to peel out. And I'm going to use the pav bhaji masher to mash it up like how you see now. Make sure you use a contraption so the potatoes are not in the water while they boil, otherwise it will soak a lot of liquid and it'll be hard to make the stuffing. If you steam cook the potatoes with the potato contraption that I had before, it'll be a dry mix and it'll stay long in the refrigerator for other uses as well. I'm going to take one large onion and finely chop it. Along with this, I'm also going to take about 5 to 6 green chilies. You can use as much as little or even nothing if you do not like green chilies. I'm going to fine chop the green chilies as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and keep a heavy bottom kadai in the gas stove. Add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil, and to this I'll add a teaspoon each of cumin seeds and fennel seeds, which is saunf. Once it is roasted, I will add the onions and saute it. Add the green chilies as well. For seasoning, I'm adding some salt and a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder now. Saute it again. Mix it very well. Keep the heat on medium flame. Cover and cook it for about 2 minutes. Keep an eye on it. Now I'm going to mix some spices for our masala to make it nice and tasty. In a plate here, I'm mixing a bunch of spices. 1.5 tablespoon of coriander seed powder. 1.5 tablespoon of red chili powder. Along with this, I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of amchur powder. Here, this is Kitchen King masala. I'm adding 1.5 tablespoon. Chaat masala, about a teaspoon and a half. And black salt, about half a teaspoon. Since we have already added salt in the onions, so we don't want to add too much. We can always taste and adjust later. Onions have been cooking for about 2 minutes on a low flame and it's nice and soft. At this stage, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoonfuls of kasuri methi. And this is optional. If you like it, you can add. If you don't want, you don't need to add. Add the kasuri methi, saute it for about 10 to 15 seconds. And now I'm going to add all the spices that we took out in the plate. Now these spices are to my taste. I like it nice and tangy, spicy. And to this, I'm also adding about half a teaspoon of garam masala. Saute it well. And because the onions are already very dry, we don't want the masalas to burn. So at this stage, I will add about half a cup of warm water. Make sure to add it little at a time so that the masalas don't burn. Saute it for about half a minute. And now we'll go ahead and add all the boiled potatoes that we prepared earlier. Keep the flame on a medium-low when you add the potatoes, and now it's hard work. You have to mix it till all the spices are infused well with the potatoes. This is going to be a labor of love, but this end result, this taste of this masala is just amazing. This sauteing of potatoes is a very important step when making this masala because we don't want to concentrate the spices on one part of the stuffing. So the potatoes have to be very well mixed and any extra moisture that is there in this stuffing has to evaporate. So it takes a little time because we are doing it on a low flame, and it will be about 7 to 8 minutes of sauteing the potatoes along with the spices. This stuffing can be used for making samosas or veg puffs or even cutlets. You can add peas, you can add extra vegetables, but for bread roll, this is the traditional recipe that I grew up eating. Mix the coriander leaves very well with the stuffing, and the aroma in my kitchen is something I cannot explain in a video. Now to this, I'm going to turn off the gas first and add a tablespoonful of lemon juice. This is completely optional, but if you want to have that perfect tangy spicy taste, go ahead and add. Now the gas is turned off and I'm going to allow this to completely cool down and then portion it out. We've been taste testing this masala in between, so we are adjusting the salt and the tang. Now this is about 3-4 hours later that the masala is ready. And I'm going to portion it out into small egg shape. Normally, white bread is used in making the bread roll snacks, but we have always been using multigrain, so I'm going to use what I have in hand. Remove the edges like how I'm showing you, as little as possible, because we are not trying to make this for a party today. We're just going to consume it. So even if you don't want to remove the edges, that's fine, but they are a little bit on the heavy side, so we want the soft portion of the bread. Now I'm going to do this and keep about 10 slices ready. Now here is my assembly line. I have the stuffing ready, the bread is ready, and I have some warm water. Take one slice of bread, give a quick dip in the water for just a second or two, remove it, squeeze the bread between your palm to remove as much water as you can. Put the stuffing, roll it up, and make sure all the edges are sealed. Since the bread is wet, it will quickly seal and stick to each other. Just squeeze it gently like how I'm showing you, so that any excess water will come out. I'm going to go ahead and prepare these bread balls and start stacking them on my chopping board here. It's a very delicious snack, and there has not been a single birthday party or a children's get together without bread ball in the menu. Either it's bread ball or bread pakora or noodles. All the bread balls are ready, and now I'm going to set it aside in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. Now the oil is hot. I have my sieve, the ladle, the spider ladle, everything is ready. Oil has to be well heated up. It should not be smoking hot, but pretty hot, more than what we normally keep for making bhajiyas and pakoras. Now I'm using a heavy kadai here so that the bread ball doesn't stick at the bottom. You will notice that I've kept extra oil, so drop one at a time and probably 3 or 4, and then fry them till they are golden brown. Take your time. This will take about 5 to 6 minutes to become nice and brown, and it will automatically float on top. They are very crispy, very delicious, and it is only experienced when you make it yourself. Initially, when you drop a ball to fry, don't touch it for at least a minute or two so that the outside cover starts to cook and become crisp. If you try to touch it and move it around, it will tear and all the masala will come out. So take your time, do it as I'm showing you in this video. The outcome was excellent, and I'll show you how crispy it came. Today I'm just having few friends come over for some chai, and I'm preparing these bread balls for them, and of course for myself, because I've enjoyed making them and I've loved it growing up. So I'm going to just put a small tissue paper on my baking sheet, and I've warmed up my oven, and I'm going to keep it warm till I come. I'm going to continue to go ahead and fry all the bread rolls and show you how crispy they came out. Here goes one more batch, and I'm frying about 3 at a time, and let me show you how crunchy it is. So I've had everybody to be very quiet and hear this out. Let's serve it up. I have the chai ready, and I'll open and show you one of the bread ball. So they're still super crispy, and this is almost about 2 hours after I've made them. And here is the outer cover and the stuffing. It's fully stuffed, very delicious. I'm going to serve it with a little bit of green chutney and some ketchup. Now I have a little bit more of the stuffing left. These are flaky biscuit crust, which is readily available in the store. I'm going to open up, and they are about 8 biscuits in this. They are large biscuits. Now the portion I have of the stuffing, I'm going to divide it into 8 pieces and set it aside. Flatten out the dough, add the stuffing. If you are not comfortable flattening it out with hands, you can use a rolling pin. Add the stuffing with cheese or without cheese, and we're going to bake it. I have the oven set at 350 degrees, and this is based on the package instruction to cook the biscuits. I'm going to cook them for about 20 minutes till they are nice and golden on all the sides. After you prepare them, it can be frozen for future use as well. Here is the baked version of the stuffed biscuits, and they were delicious, crispy, and the kids gobbled it up before I had a chance. They enjoyed it with sweet chutney. So give this recipe a try, like and subscribe my channel. Follow me on Instagram and let me know how the bread ball turned out for you.